Okay, it is installing the WebLogic server
Mm-hmm.
from this extent. Okay, when it will complete 100%, it will install WebLogic.
Okay.
But you cannot use WebLogic even when you are after when will complete all the setups. Then you are able to see the console as well as WebLogic in front of you.
Okay.
Now it is done. So we'll here there is a check run quick start. Okay, we'll quick starting the next
Okay.
setup which will use for creating the admin and manage server. I will get
Okay.
this done. Okay, it will by default runs quick start. And there is another method like if quick start will not come, then I will go to slash media slash secret and Oracle middleware. We will execute config.sh from this location like in Oracle middleware WebLogic server. This is the path of the WebLogic server home. Okay, common and
Mm-hmm.
pin. I will execute
Okay.
dot config.sh dot slash permission denied. Why? Okay. Why it is showing permission denied? Look, now it is here. I have changed the directory because might be some problem with my external hard disk. It is very old and might be due to some viruses issues and permission issues. It is not enabling the config feature. Okay. So I have installed
So
it.
your problem was due to the external hard disk
Yeah, due
part.
to the
Now you have
external
put
hard
it
disk
in.
one. Yeah, I have put it
Okay,
into
now
the
you
local.
okay now you put it in your Unix system itself
Yeah.
without external hard disk.
Yes. So these steps are very much mandatory at the time of means interview. They will
Hmm.
ask you for the step-by-step procedure. Likewise,
Okay.
you will hit the binary. First screen in front of me is doing go for next. Then we will select the type of installation, typical or custom. Then we'll go for the next, and it will install WebLogic. After that, we'll hit the we'll use run quick start button, or else there is a second method. We'll go into the WebLogic common bin, then we'll hit
Hmm.
.config.sh. So same
Okay.
screen will appear in front of us. So if I want to upgrade the WebLogic version, then I will upgrade it from here. Otherwise, getting started with WebLogic server, I will use this option. Okay. Here there are two options in front of us: create a new WebLogic domain, else extend an existing WebLogic name. If we have any other WebLogic home or exist in our environment, so we will extend that one, as well as we'll create new one. So I will go for create a new WebLogic domain. Okay.
Okay.
Next, generate a domain configured automatically to support the following project. It is basically means by default it will use basic WebLogic server domain. None other options required for our WebLogic server. So no need to check any other extensions, any other checks. Default check is only required for
Hmm.
installing the WebLogic. We'll go for next. Here, look, here is it is our base domain. And domain location is home, Cloudera, Oracle, middleware, user project domain. If you have any
Okay.
application, different applications, so you can choose the name it from here. Likewise, I will select here from test underscore domain, because it is our testing domain. Okay, whatever the application you have, you can choose the name from, change the name from here. Okay.
Okay.
Next, yes, it is asking for username and password. When you are going to log into the console, or when you are going to start the WebLogic server, it will ask for password always. Okay. So here
Okay.
our name will be default. No need to change the name. It is WebLogic. User password is WebLogic1. WebLogic1. Okay. We'll go
Hmm.
for next. Yeah, this is the important step. Every time they are means asking you in the interviews that in which mode you will install WebLogic, development mode or production mode. What is the difference between development mode and production mode? There is a difference between development mode and production mode is development mode only used by developers.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Development mode always used by developers, and in development mode no need to means whatever the deployment has done by the developer, it will automatically fetch at the time of restarting the admin servers. It will
Okay.
take time, and it will deploy all the deployments again every time when you are going to start the admin server. Okay. But in
Okay.
production, it will means one time you have deployed, it will deploy it, and it will ask for password. In production mode, every time when you are going to log in, it will ask for password. In the same development mode, it will ask for password, but by default server has already set the boot.properties, so no need to put the boot.properties to install the means to means likewise in production mode. I will show you. Will need to put the boot.properties. For that, every time you are going to start the server, it will not ask for password. But in development mode, it will by default set, and no need to set the port dot properties. So these are the differences between development and production mode. Okay, so we'll always use production mode because we are working on production, and here it is using by default Java is SunJDK. Okay, we go for next. Here it is asking that what I need to create: admin server, manage server, clusters, and machines. So I will go for admin server as well as manage server. Okay, this is RDBMS security store. This is related to database. I don't need any database right now. So administration server and manage server. Next, here you can change the name of the admin server as per your application requirement. Likewise, your application, our domain is test. So I will put it here, test admin server, but I will not going to change the name of the admin server. Okay.
Okay.
So one nine two one six eight double eight two double five. Okay. I will put it here the address 192.168.8.255. It is your local system address. Okay. Every time, what means when you are going to install the WebLogic, listen address will be your local system address, whatever the IP is assigned to your system. Okay. And this is the important question for you. Every time they will ask what is the default port of admin server. Default port is 7001. Blindly you can say that 7001. Okay.
Okay.
This is the interview question. Means they will ask you what is the default port of admin server. You said to 7001. No need to give the SSL port. We are not using SSL here. But by default port is port of SSL is 7002. Okay. I'll go for next. Now I am going to add our managed servers. MS1 address will be the local address 192.168.88.255. Okay. Port it is taking by default 7003. Okay.
Okay.
No need to put the port. Managed server port is totally depends on your configuration, how you are configuring the system. Likewise, we have two systems in cluster mode. So what I am doing most of the times, or it is I am in the first system we are using odd ports, and in the second system we are using even ports. So it will easily recognizable that in our primary systems all odd ports is there, and in even system all even ports is there. Okay. So likewise here MS1 is 7003, so I will take 7004 if I will create the system for another one, or as well I can take the port of from 8000 series, 9000 series, so there will be no problem. Okay. Port is totally dependent, server port is totally depend on your choice, as well as admin server port is also, but default port of admin server is 7001.
Okay.
Okay. So I have to now now I'm not going to create the cluster. So no, there is no need to create the cluster right now. I will go for next. There is no machine required for our system. I will go for next. Now I am going to create the things. We have one admin server. Yes, tell me.
Machine and cluster we need only if we are doing the machine and node agent we need only when we do the clustering, right? The machines and the node agent, or
no, at least it is not only related to cluster. We can do it on the same system also, but here it is not required right now, so I am not installing. So here in our server architecture we have one admin server and one MS1. Okay, I'm going to create the things. Now it is created. So look, here it is showing that our domain is ready. Test domain admin server URL is http 192.168.8.8.7001. Okay. Slash console. Firefox cannot establish connection with the admin server. Oh, admin. I have not started admin server yet. That's why console is not opening.
Okay.
Okay. I will done the installation. Now I am going into the server. So this is done. I'm closing this. Okay. Where is my admin path? /home/cloudera/oracle middleware. Look, I am in middleware here. Okay. Now our user project is here. User project directory. Before that, when we have installed WebLogic only, user project will not there. Okay. Now I am going
Okay.
to the user project. Here I will find my domain. Here it is a domain. Okay. Domain.
Okay.
Now I am going into the test domain. I'm in test domain right now. These are very important files. Okay, that's why there will be a backup of these files always going on by the backup team, because these are very important files. Okay, here there is a folder called config. Okay, and this is our config.xml. It is
Okay.
the only file which is means creating all the environment. Everything you will find in this config.xml. Okay,
Okay.
you can might be someone, sometimes you will face problem in creating the some properties through console. You can directly check with the internet and you can directly create the properties from here also. Likewise, here you find that this is our admin server, this is the port, this is our manage server, this is the port, this is the IP, and whatever the password we have set, it is here in the encrypted form, credential encrypted. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If what the configuration you are going to do further, it will captured in the config.xml.
Okay.
This is the very important file. This is also one of the question that means in which file, what is the in which file your configuration is capturing. So you will blindly you can say that config.xml is capturing all the configuration related path.
Okay.
Okay. So and another important folder is bin. Here our all startup files is there. Okay. Likewise you know that start WebLogic, stop WebLogic, start manage WebLogic, stop WebLogic. Okay, so I'm going back. One more folder is there. There is name is Here you can find that there is no server name folder is there. Is there any server folder is deciding
No.
in the, no, no. So every time when you have installed WebLogic, you will never found server folder. At least you should start first, start at least one time you need to start the WebLogic server first, then server folder you will find here. Okay, likewise I am going to start the WebLogic.
So,
Yes.
this config and bin and server, everything will be in the domain part for this
Yeah,
folder.
every will be in the domain
Once we
part.
create,
Yeah,
once we create the domain. Okay.
yeah, you will create the domain, everything will be the domain path, but at least one time you should start the WebLogic server, otherwise you cannot find server folder in the
Server folder.
WebLogic.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
dot slash start weblogic.sh. Here look, it is starting the WebLogic server. Here it is setting the by default parameters for WebLogic admin server like 256 MB RAM and 512 MB RAM. Okay. After that, it is setting the path here, class path for WebLogic. This is the class path, and now it is starting.
Mhm.
Look here. Now it is asking for password. Means here, if we'll install this into the development environment, it will not ask for password. If we'll install the start the WebLogic, okay. But in the
Okay.
production environment, it will always ask for password here. So I will put the password,
Okay.
username, password, WebLogic, and my password will be logic 1. Okay, I will means disconnect this session.
Mhm.
It will shut down the server, our server. Okay, but
Okay.
yes, now ls lrt. Now look, server folder is there. I need server folder. Okay, these are the initial steps what you are doing in the environment when you are going to create the environment. Okay, this is the mandatory things. First, you should start the WebLogic server, then shut down it after cancelling the process, because it is running on the current process. So it will, I can easily close the,
Okay.
shut down the WebLogic server. Okay. Now I'm going into the servers. Here I will set the path for the, means set the boot.properties for admin server. Okay. Now look, admin server folder is here. I'm going into the admin server folder. So here you found cache, data, log, temp. These are the 4 default folders for admin server. If we want to set the property boot.properties for admin server, we need to put one more folder, security. We'll
Okay.
create security folder through which it will verify its credential. So now I am going to
Okay.
security credentials. Now I mean, okay. So I will create boot.properties. Okay, username is equal to WebLogic and password equal to WebLogic 1. Okay, now my folder is here. I will give the full permission.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going back to the my test domain. Here it is bin. Now I will start it. Likewise, I am capturing its output into the NoHub. Start
Okay.
WebLogic, and process will be started in background. Okay. server, admin server, logs, tail hyphen. Look here, our server. This is the stages of WebLogic server. We can say that it is a life cycle of WebLogic server. Sometimes your interviewer asks you the question, what is the life
Mm-hmm.
cycle of WebLogic server? So you can say that life cycle of WebLogic server is first it will go when we are going to execute the script. First it will go into the standby state. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then it will go into the starting state, then admin state, then resuming, then running. And you can learn this thing: standby, starting, admin, resuming, running. This is the life cycle of WebLogic server boot up.
Okay.
Okay, so now my WebLogic server is up. I am trying to log
So
into the.
once based on the domain, it will say development or admin mode, right? Based on the domain, once it's started,
Yes,
production or
based on the domain means I don't understand what you are asking.
based on the environment, it will say development or production, right?
Yeah, based on the
Admin
environment.
development mode.
Likewise, you have there are multiple teams. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when you are going to likewise you are administrator, and
Okay.
you have development team also. Development team needs to do some development. So we'll install the WebLogic for them is in development mode.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, when we are going to we are administrator, when they are developing the things on the development mode, they will provide the jar file and will deploy it into the production mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will deploy it into the production mode. So this is the another method. You can means say that it will differ the production and development mode. Development mode is always used by developers. Production mode is used by admin. Okay, we are administering the production mode. So here same like as I will start my manage server also. So
Okay.
this is the way we are creating the domain, we are
Mm-hmm.
creating the admin server, we are
Mm-hmm.
creating the manage server, and our means through the GUI mode.
Okay.
Same thing we will likewise our admin server is up. It is not taking not coming up. Don't know why page is not displaying. Whether our admin server is up. Actually, after means bringing up the admin server, our console should be comes up, but it is not coming here. I don't know why. What is the problem? Because our admin server is up and it is running straight right now.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the means URL path. Likewise, every time you will need to use one like add IP address colon. Always use admin port here because you are directly connecting to admin server and slash console. Okay. Let it be. We'll check. We'll check after this. And same thing we can do for the manage server. Likewise, what we have done for admin server, we'll do for manage server also. Like I'm going into the bin. Okay. Dot slash start manage server. Then localhost is 192.168.88.255 7001.
Okay.
And here I need to put ms1. Okay. Now our manage server it is also asking for password, so I will provide the username and password. Now I will disconnect the session. Okay. Now you will find that our in servers that time only admin server is there, but now you are also seeing ms1.
Okay.
And if I am going into the admin server, cd admin server, it is security. I will show you. Cat. Look here, the password which we have given last time, it is encrypted right now. After when he has verified the password, he has encrypted the password. Same thing we'll do for ms1 also. mkdir security. You are noting down the things?
Yeah, actually I'm taking down the important points.
Yeah, sure. You should be note it down because these are the mandatory steps to creating the environment. So
Mhm.
if you will not provide the boot.properties, na, every time it will ask for password in the console and it will create problem for you.
Okay.
Okay. I will put ampersand. Through this ampersand, job will be run in the background.
Okay.
Okay. Our admin server is coming up, and it is, look here, it is already, it has by default set the memory arguments as 256 and maximum 512 MB.
Okay.
Look here, what I am facing the problem, unable to get file log, will try. Means our
Mhm.
last session, whatever in the first time when we have started the manage server, I have by default not killed the session. Okay, it will not shut down the server. One process is already exist, so no need to
Okay.
problem means thinking that oh, it is a problem. But when there is already a session is going on, when you will start it again, so it will create a lock. Means it will not bring up the WebLogic server. It will create the file log.
Okay.
Okay. So first I will check. Look here. Here we have two process IDs for the same WebLogic instance. Okay. So first I will kill these IDs. 4737, 4737, and another one is 4639, 4639. Okay. I have killed the ID. Right now there is nothing related to. Now I will going to start the manage WebLogic again. L-20F, no, it is shutting down the server. Why? Boot.server status changed to failed. Okay, got it. shutdown. WebLogic security service runtime, security service unavailable, common. Hmm. Yeah, I forgot that time. There is one more state related to this is starting. Okay, note it down.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, standby. Starting standby, admin resuming and running.
Okay.
Okay. Boot identity is not valid. The username and password from the boot identity file is not valid. Okay. Okay, not valid. It is shown not valid. Overall, you are understanding the concept now.
Yeah, right.
Yes, that is only I want. Here it is showing the authentication denied. It is not taking the boot.properties. I don't know why. Because I have
The
created.
boot properties also is there in the config file only, config folder only, right?
No, no.
Domain path
Boot,
and all.
likewise, I will tell you na, that every instance has its own boot.properties. So when you have started first time any instance, it will create a server folder. In that server folder, you found the folder of instance. Likewise, admin server MS1. I mean, look here, it has domain. There is a server folder. In that there is MS1 and security. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
security is there and ps hyphen. I'm checking that whether any there is no running. Here it is showing that it is not recognizing boot.properties file. Okay, authentication denied, boot identity not valid. It is showing that boot.identity not valid. So I think might be some problem with the boot.properties. So I have deleted the file, then I will create the file again. Okay, username is equal to weblogic, password is equal to weblogic. one. Okay. So let's yes. Cat boot dot properties. If this is correct. Node boot dot properties has all the permissions. This is the syntax. Always remember this syntax. Everyone means really interviewer will ask you in the interview question what is the syntax of starting the manage web logic.
Okay.
Now it is checking the boot.file file again. There is a problem with the boot.properties. It is not capturing the boot.properties file. Two problem here. It is not opening the server as well as boot.properties. No problem. I will troubleshoot this. No problem. I will show you later. Okay, now I am going to install another domain with the
Mm-hmm.
CLI mode.
Okay.
There is a command. I'm forgetting the command for CLI mode because most of the time when we are doing it is not related to any GUI. So it is
Okay.
by default it is running in CLI mode. Most of the time I am not using GUI. So only need to
Okay.
execute the WLS server and it will execute the Can try it here. Dot slash from node equal to console. Okay, this is the attribute hyphen mode is equal to console. You can use this mode to install the WebLogic in. Look. Enter for next. I will enter. Now it is saying that there are three options: create a new middleware home. Okay, I will select third one because last time what we in this location I have installed the WebLogic. I don't need new middleware home. Okay,
Okay.
I will choose 3. Okay, it is asking for provide your email password, receive security updates. We'll go for 3. Enter new value to yes, no, no. Do you wish to uninformed? Yes. Next. Okay, now I am here.
Mhm.
Here I will choose WebLogic installation, or I need to means if I want to install some products from the WebLogic server component, so I can remove it from here. I don't want to remove anything, so I will press
Mhm.
enter. At least one component should be selected. Tab number is not there. Install. Okay. Sorry, it's my mistake. I have already installed WebLogic server. Okay, in the
Mhm.
same path.
Mhm.
I cannot install
Mhm.
another WebLogic server. So this is the method you can install WebLogic server through command line mode. When
Mhm.
if it is not installed, here it is no, it is mentioned na installed. It is not mentioned here. So here it will displaying the option 1 and 2. Okay, and 1 or
Mhm.
2 both. So you need to select 1 and 2 both for installing the WebLogic server. Got it?
Okay.
So I am exiting from this environment. Now this from this way you can install WebLogic server. Okay. Now I am
Okay.
going to install creating the admin server and manage server here. Where is my location? My location is home Cloudera Oracle middleware. Okay.
Mhm.
cd slash home Cloudera Oracle middleware WL servers common bin. Here there is config.sh. So dot slash config.sh hyphen mode is equal to console. No such file or directory. Why?
Config.sh, I think.
Oh, sorry. Now I am here. I'm going to create a new WebLogic domain in the same middleware home. Okay.
Okay.
So I have selected one. Next. Okay. Choose WebLogic platform. You can choose WebLogic component. You want to support the domain. It is the same which I have told you that it is a default domain. No need to do anything. Just select one. Go next. Okay. Available templates is there. Next. Here I need to put the name of the domain. Okay.
Okay.
So I have selected one. I will change the value of the domain. So I will select one, modify. So enter value for name. I will select likewise test, that is test domain. I will test underscore domain 1.
Okay. So once you do this configuration, then you can see under middleware home and user projects, you can see test domain and then test domain 1. Two
Yes,
different domains.
yes, two different
Under
domains.
user underscore
Yeah,
projects.
under user projects. Okay.
So if they ask question like in interview, like under user underscore projects, right? Why there are two domains? What is the use of the domain? If they ask, we can say like it will have all the managed servers and
No, no.
the config of the particular domain.
If they will ask you that why two domain is there, so you can frankly say that this is the requirement of the means client, that we need to install multiple domains on the same server because they are not providing the infra for individual domains. So we are
No,
using.
what yeah, I got it. But what I'm asking is, if they ask what is the use of the domain, if they ask a question like that, then
Domain is
how should we
actually
answer?
domain is representing your applications. Okay, each domain has its own application is running on the individual domain. Okay, most of the time what the client is doing, client is providing different infra for all the domains. Likewise, one domain is in one system, another domain is in another system. But sometimes client is not providing the infra for individual domains. So we are using multiple domains on the same system. So this is the way we are using. You can say that frankly that my client wants me to install the another application domain on the same system. So that's why in the user project domain there are two domains and it can be multiple domains.
Okay, it can be like multiple applications, right?
Yeah,
For
it can
example,
be
if there are two different domains.
multiple application and it can be multiple domains. There is no limit of domain. It
Okay.
is totally depend on your infra. But people are not using multiple domains, means likewise more than 5 domains in the single system, because if there is anything happened with the server, it will impact all the 5 servers,
Yeah,
all the
right.
5
Yeah, right,
applications.
right. Got
So
it.
that's why we are creating a cross domain installation. Means
Okay.
some admin server is on another domain, managed server is on the first primary server, some admin server is on first primary server, we are getting managed server on the secondary domain. So like that. So this is the done. My default target location is correct, so I don't want to change the target location. Okay, I will put the enter. Here it is asking for name is correct. I will need to modify my user password to user password is weblogic1. Okay, I will give the confirm password weblogic1. Okay, then I will enter and next. It is asking for development or production mode. I will select production mode. It is asking for default Java. Yes, I will go for default Java. What I need to create first, administration server. Yes, admin server, and to manage server. Then next, it will ask for my admin server name, listen port. I will give the port address. Now I can means if my IP will be different, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I can use the same port, no problem.
Okay.
But my IP is same, so I need to change this port. Okay, so I will use two. First, I will give the listen address 192.168.88.255. Okay, then I will change the listen port. Listen port should be 7004. Likewise, most of the time what we are doing in the environment, like we have
Mm-hmm.
multiple applications, so we are means all applications admin server port we are designated as a 7 series, and all managed server port we are designated as a 8000 series. It is means it will differentiate the things also. Likewise, if each and every system, our managed server port will start from 7001, 7002, 7003, and managed server port is
Okay.
start from 8001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the number of managed servers you have. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know, need to put the SSL here. So I will go for next. It is asking for managed server. Enter the name for a new, yes, MS1 for this domain. Okay, I need to modify the listen address 192.168.88.255. Port I will take 7005. 3 listen port is 7005. Because already one managed server is using 7003, so when we are if we are using same port, then it will showing that port already in used. Okay.
Okay.
Next, no need to create a cluster right now, no need to create the machine, no. So it has created the domain, and our domain is created successfully. Okay.
Okay.
To through CLI, it is very easy to create, and it is very fast also. Sometimes when you are working on VNC and X Manager, here you got the
Mm-hmm.
console, na? But some in your environment you will never get the console. And if you are trying to take the console, it is working very slow. So CLI
Mm-hmm.
mode is very fast, and you can perform your task very frequently.
Okay.
cd user project domain. Here there are two domains. I want to go into test domain 1.
So test domain and test domain one will have like different port numbers for the admin server as well as
Yes, yes,
managed logic
Ye-
service, right? Okay.
yes, different port for that. Now I'm doing the same process again. Start WebLogic. Okay. My admin server has been shut down. I'm repeating the process again. That's why you should means aware about the process.
Okay.
Okay. cd server LRT. Here it is, our admin server. There is no security folder. I am creating the security folder again.
Mm-hmm.
Security. security. I will create the put dot properties here. Username is equal to logic. Password equal to logic.
So when we run start weblogic.sh, right, after creating the security folder and boot.properties, it will take the server name, DNS, and the port number from the config.xml, right?
Yes.
This is taken from config.xml.
Yes.
Okay.
Config.xml is the main file of the WebLogic environment.
Yeah, when we run like start weblogic.sh or start managed weblogic.sh, right, it is taking from config.xml,
Yeah,
like
it is taken
the,
from
the
config.xml, as well as means if you are going to perform in future, might be you are going to perform some activity. So before going for activity, always take the backup of the config file. Always, and means
config
make
folder,
make this habit for doing any activity. Before that, you need to take the backup of config file.
config folder.
Yes.
Okay.
Not complete all the folders. You should take the backup of config.xml.
Config.xml. Okay. So what is this set domain environment.sh,
Set
env.sh?
domain
It's
environment.sh. It's a
cluster
environment
details.
environment file. Environment file. Before means going to perform any activity, we are setting the environment of the domain. It has all the path related to each and everything. So we are using set
Okay.
domain environment.sh for creating the path.
Okay. Is it like development and production environment details or something else?
No, it is not related to means it is related to all the path, middleware path, domain path.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it is
Okay.
by default set
Okay.
that you need no need to set the path again and again. You just means and as well as we are setting the comma means whatever the parameters you are checking here. It is 256 512 MB. Okay, so this parameters we can also define in set domain environment. You can find if you want to means change the parameter. You should edit the set domain environment file and change the parameter from there. And most of
Okay.
the configuration setting related configuration settings we are doing in set domain environment, like setting the garbage collection parameter. If you want to take
Okay.
the by default heap dump. Okay,
Okay.
so when
Okay.
server is in
Okay.
critical state, it will take by default heap dump.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's related to the performance
Yes, it
file,
is
I guess.
related to the performance, and it is also a very important file. But no need to take the backup of this file. This is not so much mandatory. But yes, config.xml is very much mandatory, and you need to take the backup of that file. Let me check.
Because it has all the IP and port numbers and everything of the
Yes, yes,
of the
yes, yes.
environment.
Let me check whether it is opening the console or not. Might be some problem with the system. 160. Yeah, there is a problem with the system, I think, because there is no name means no problem with the server. Server is up, so there will be no problem to opening the console. I think problem with the server. I will check later. So this is the way we are means creating the admin server, manage server through GUI and CLI. Actually, there is a problem with the system. I think system has less number of amount of memory. Might be it will going to be full due to this server is
Okay.
not coming up. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the way we are doing the things. It has created lots of question means question interviewer will ask you multiple questions related to your life cycle of starting of WebLogic related to config.xml. What is the default configuration file in the WebLogic domain? So you need to tell that it is a config.xml which is capturing all the configuration related items. What will be the script to start the manage server, what will be the script to start the login server. Most of the time they will ask the path also where your start script resides. So you need to tell that Oracle middleware user project domain, whatever the domain name is, and inside the bin you can directly set that inside the bin. So they will know that yes, he has the knowledge of the path also. What is the WebLogic server home? What is the location of WebLogic server home? So you need to tell that Oracle WebLogic WL server is the WebLogic server home directory where you can find the common bin these things. Okay.
Okay. Actually, like config.xml will have all the like IP or DNS name and then the port numbers for all the admin as well as managed servers, and set domain env.sh, it's for the performance parameters like
Yeah, it's for the
JVM.
performance parameters, whatever the related to JVM, whatever is related, you are setting means customized parameters. Likewise, it is by default. This is by default.
Okay.
If I want to,
Okay.
if I am going to change the parameter, so it is for our customized perspective, na. So this is used
Okay.
for customization. Likewise, no one is using garbage collection logs. If I want garbage collection log, I will set the parameters into the set domain environment, and it will creating the logs of garbage collection. Might be some problem with the heap memory, so we are taking the garbage collection logs due to this. So we need to garbage collection log. If you want heap dump, by default you will set the parameter there, and when server will be in critical state, it will automatically generate the heap dump. No need to take the heap dump manually.
Okay.
Okay, because
Okay.
sometimes when server is going into the critical state, it will not allow you to take the heap dump. If you will try, it will deny the request. But if you will put this into the set domain environment, it will automatically take the heap dump at the critical stage, and whatever the path you have provided in the set domain environment, it will capture and save that file onto the on that location. Okay.
Okay. Actually, for the if we want to do the silent installation, right, then we can just do the mode equal to silent and then give the silent file, right?
Yes,
That's the
more
only
more more
difference.
difficult to silent, and we'll provide the path where the silent file is residing. Just
Okay.
and it will start the silent file installation.
Okay. So what will be there inside the silent.xml file? Like
Let
all the configurations, or
let me, because I don't have silent file in my system. So look, this is the silent.xml. Okay, you can save it from anywhere, and it has these many directories. BIA home means it is a WebLogic home. BIA actually earlier WebLogic is not was not the Oracle project, means Oracle product.
okay.
It was a
Okay.
BIA project product. So now Oracle has acquired BIA and they make
Mm-hmm.
them as a Oracle WebLogic. Okay, But
Okay.
now, but still you will found the error related to WebLogic. It is comes into the BEA hyphen something like that 00234 like that. You will found the
Okay.
error with the BIA name. Okay. User installation directory, you will provide the directory path in which directory you want to install. Installation node manager service, if you want to install node manager service, then you need to put the means path of the node manager, otherwise no need to put the path. Okay, this components path, whatever the components we are using, likewise WebLogic server example installation, WebLogic workshop, you will provide the component path, and it will likewise here data value component path value WebLogic portal example. This way I will provide the component path, and this is the sample template for silent mode installation. It is also a XML based file, domain template descriptor, input field BA home, likewise your WebLogic home, user installation directory where you are installing the means WebLogic, installation node manager value no, component path you will provide the component path, and when you will execute this file, it will start the installation of WebLogic server.
Okay. So
It,
silent.xml doesn't have like config XML or set domain
no.
environment. That is all like normal way. You're just giving the path of the.
Yeah, look, likewise at the time of installation, we have installed in two means in two parts. One part we have installed WebLogic. Another part we are creating the admin server and manage server. Okay. In the silent mode installation, we are only creating the WebLogic servers.
Oh, that's it for silent mode. We have to run anyway the domain
Yes.
and the manage servers only by console
Yes.
mode. I get
Yes.
it. Okay.
Okay. But no one is using silent mode right now. No one, never. I means in my whole career, I never found anyone who is using silent.xml, because people are more
Okay.
comfortable to install WebLogic through CLI mode. It is very easy and very fast. And most of the people, those who are not aware about the CLI mode, they are using VNC server or X Manager for installing the WebLogic.
Okay. But they
Okay.
will ask in the interview question for sure.
Yeah,
So,
they will ask it. Definitely they will
just to
ask.
find out.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Just to find out.
No problem. That is not a problem. Okay. So what we all said done today: WebLogic server installation, Java, WebLogic server installation through CLI mode, how to create the domain, how to create admin and manage server, start stop admin server. Same script we will execute for stopping the manage server also. Likewise, like
Okay.
we use start. After that, we will
Mhm.
use stop to stop the manage server as well as WebLogic server. And always keep in mind one thing: before going to stop admin server, first, if there is any requirement, you are going to shut down all the environment. First is stop web manage server, then go for admin server. Always,
Okay.
if you have going to start the environment, first start admin server, then go for manage server, like that. This is the
Okay.
means defined procedure.
Okay.
Okay, if you shut down the
So for
yes, tell me.
yeah, so for if they say like if you want to shut down or restart one WebLogic domain, we need to stop the
We need
managed
to stop.
service
We need to,
first and then
yes, we need to manage server.
managed servers first.
Look, there are multiple ways. You can shut down admin and manage server both in a one go. Okay, but sometimes it is creating a problem. When you have console,
Okay.
you shut down the managed server, check the status of the managed server whether it is shut down or not. When it will show shut down, you can directly shut down the admin server through the console itself. Might
Okay.
due to some problem console is not working, but otherwise I will show you next
Okay.
time that how to
So
start and
like
stop manage.
for node manager and node manager, right? It will come during cluster creation, right? During the cluster creation class, right? For
Yes, yes, yes.
why node manager is used. Okay.
So now we are winding the session, and
Mhm.
because I'm going, it's time to go into the office.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
We'll meet tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Same
Sure.
time.
Sure. Sure.
Meet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Take care.
Bye.